All right, y'all. Redneck Meatloaf is coming your way. Simple hack, big flavor. Let's fire it up.
All right, let's get cooking on this redneck meatloaf. First, we're going to need 2 bags of Lay's potato chips, the large bags. And we're going to put those in the food processor and chop them up as fine as we can get them. And we'll put those aside and get mixing our meat. So, in the bowl, we're going to go with 2 pounds of meat. I bought the Wahlberg's meatloaf blend. It's lamb, pork, and beef. You can use this ground beef, it's up to you. 2 eggs we're going to put in there, just like so. Now we're going to add our potato chips a little bit at a time, and we're going to mix this up real nice and good. Now reserve some of those potato chips to put on the top of the meatloaf at the end. So let's get this all mixed up. Then I've got a loaf pan that I sprayed with non-stick, and we're just going to push that meat down, make sure there's no air bubbles, and pack it in nice and tight into that loaf pan. Now we're going to take those reserved chips that we saved and put that right on top. Give it a nice cover. And while I'm doing this, if I can remind you to please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell to stay up to date on newest recipes. We put a new one out every Sunday and every Wednesday. There we go. We almost got all that covered nice and neat, and just kind of press it in, kind of pack it down. And then we're going to come back with bacon. You can either use beef bacon, which is my favorite bacon now, or you can use pork bacon. And we're just going to put a couple of slices on top, and that'll help keep everything nice and moist and juicy as it bakes. So let's finish putting our chips on top, and then we'll spread that bacon. Now this is going to go in the oven at 350 degrees, and depending on your oven, if it maintains that temp or not, but I had to cook this for about 65 minutes to get my internal temperature of 160. If you're going with just ground beef, you can go internal a little less, but because this had pork in it, wanted to actually go to 160, and it's still going to cook a little bit while it rests. So let's get this in the oven, and while this is cooking, we're going to make our sour cream and onion dip to go with it. And we're going to make it from scratch. If you don't want to make it from scratch, you can buy the prepackaged powder that you just mix with sour cream, but I think from scratch tastes way better. So we got a small container of sour cream, put that into our mixing bowl, and we're going to come back with some granulated onion, about a teaspoon or so. Then I've got some dried onions that we're going to pop in next, about the same amount. And then granulated garlic, all equal amounts, about two teaspoons, I should say. And some chives that are dried. And that's it. That's as good, if not better, than the packages you pay $2 or $3 for at the grocery store. You just made it for half the price at home from scratch, and it's better. Oh, I forgot a little bit of salt. There we go. Now mix it all up, give it a taste, and let that sit in the fridge until our meatloaf is done. Now once our meatloaf is done, we're going to let it rest for a few minutes, and then we're just going to cut it in half. And what I like to do, to put it really over the redneck world, is cut the slices and then throw the slices into your frying pan and get it crispy on both sides. That really puts it over the top. So you're in the mood for some fun, something different, this redneck meatloaf hopefully doesn't offend anybody with the title. Just having a little fun. But make this dish. I think you'll enjoy it. I know the kids will love it. And we'll see you on the next video.
Redneck meatloaf is coming your way. Simple hack, big flavor. Let's fire it up. Redneck meatloaf is coming today. A simple little hack gonna make your day. No big secrets, no fancy chef talk, just good old supper when you punch that clock. Buzz Cooks is showing you the way to a redneck dinner you can make in a day. So like, share, subscribe right now. New vid Sunday and Wednesday. Here's how. Smash that bell. Don't be late. We're cooking up love on a dinner plate. Preheat that firebox, 350 degrees. 2 bags sour cream and onion chips if you please. Uncle Andy's favorite. Crush 'em up fine.